Hi everyone. Before I talk about this particular sketch, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Navinish, and art is my passion. It is not my profession. I'm trying to convert this passion into profession. It's a little bit difficult journey. Okay. So that's my introduction. Uh, so I have drawn this sketch of Shahrukh Khan. Hope it looks like Shahrukh Khan. Comment in the section if it looks like Shahrukh Khan. You are the best judge. So comment in the section. So in this video we will talk about how I created this sketch. Okay. So first I will talk about the equipments that I have used. So I have used for the hair. Okay. For the hair part, whatever you see the hair part. For the hair part I have used. If you see, I have used this soft charcoal pencil for the hair part. Do not use hard, do not use neutral. So use the soft charcoal pencil out here. This is for the hair. Okay. Then the other equipment that I have used, or the other pencil that I have used, is HB pencil. Okay. If you look at this, this is an Artline HB pencil. Okay. So Artline HB pencil is used only to have the base. Okay. So in every drawing, remember that when you create a shading, first you have to give a base. Once the base is given, then you can try a little bit upper version, maybe a 2B pencil or maybe a 4B pencil, depends, to give the shadings. Okay. Then I have used brush for shading, so that when you use a brush, the shading happens in an even form. Okay. So this is the brush that I've used. I have used this brush again. Okay. To shade it appropriately, properly, I have used this thumb. This is called paper's thumb. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what it's called, but this is, you can use it in Amazon. Okay. Then I have also used the mono eraser for highlighting. Okay. So these are certain equipments that I have used to draw this entire sketch. Okay. So now we will look at the making of this entire sketch. Thank you so much.
So I usually start with hair. Now, if you look at the hair, I have used a charcoal stick and then the brush. Then I have used soft charcoal pencil to draw the hairline or thin hair that we are talking about. Okay. So if you look at it, every time, so the base is first a charcoal stick, then I have used brush, so that the charcoal stick or the charcoal powder is evenly formed across the hair. Then I have used charcoal pencil, and then I have used mono eraser to give the highlights. That's the most important thing. For hair, always remember the base should be of a charcoal stick, or what you can do, you can use charcoal powder throughout. Okay. And then you can use soft charcoal pencil to give the line of the hair. Okay. And then you can use mono eraser. So if you look at this, I have used mono eraser out here. I have used not hard, soft charcoal pencil to give the line of the hair. Hair are the most important thing. I have tried hair with graphite pencil. It doesn't look good. Now what I've done is, first I've given a base from a with the help of an HB pencil. It is important for every sketch. Okay, it is important that you should start with a base. So give a very light shading of HB pencil, then use a brush so that the shading is even. Okay. Post that, if you want to make it a little more darker, if there are darker shades, you can use an upper version. So you can use a 2B, 4B, 6B, depends on the shading. Okay. So out here, if you look at, every time I have used the HB pencil for shading to give a base, and then an upper version, and then I have used brush. So the process is very simple. First use an HB pencil for base, then use a brush so that it gives an even shading, and then use an upper version. this is what I have done across. If you look, this is an outline pencil. Okay, so every time I am using HB pencil to give the base, then I apply brush so that the shading is even across. And then if there's a darker shade, then I have used an upper version, whether it's a 2B, whether it's in 4B, or whether in 6B. Depends. Okay. Now I'm drawing a nose. If you look at that, that's my kid who's playing besides. So please ignore that. Okay. Now, right now I am using again, you see, if you look at the process properly, the process includes HB pencil base, then use brush to have an even form, and then use an upper version of 2B, 4B, 6B, depends. Okay. The most interesting part for me for any sketch is the eyes. It is important that you need to draw the eyes properly. Okay. Now, for eyes, try to use charcoal because it gives you the appropriate darker shade wherever it is required. Okay. So for eyes, for hair, for eyebrows, make sure that we use charcoal pencil a lot, because if your eyes are dark, if your eyes are proper, only then the sketch is looks alive, it feels alive. Or else if you use graphite pencil you will have to use an upper version which is a 10B or 8B. However, with that it shines. So graphite pencil shines, charcoal pencil doesn't shine. And also if you use graphite pencil, the problem with graphite pencil, it is difficult to erase or if it's difficult to highlight. Now, right now I'm creating the mustache. Now if you look at it, I have used, so first I didn't given HB base, and then I have used the charcoal pencil, soft charcoal pencil, not hard, not brutal, soft charcoal pencil to create the mustache. Okay. Similarly, I did that for beard as well. Okay. So first, it's very important. The basic fundamental of sketching is you have to give a base with the lightest pencil that you have. HB is the lightest, so give a base for the lightest pencil. And then if you want to add darker shades to it, you can use 2B, 4B, 6B, 8B, depends. But if you use the higher version of graphite, what happens? It shines. On light, it would shine. It would be difficult for you. This is my personal experience because I don't use focus light, I use normal light that is available at my place. So when I draw the sketch, the light reflects, it becomes difficult to gauge or understand if the shading is done properly or not. So for the lips also, first I did the base and then I used highlighter. Mono eraser. Mono eraser, one of the best eraser that you can have or that you can use if you want to give highlights. Okay. Correct. Now if you look at this, this is the base that I'm currently doing right now, and after every base I am using the brush. And I've also used paper stump. I don't know what that is called, paper stump. It's available on Amazon. Paper stump, the difference between using a brush and paper stump is, for example, if you do a shading. Okay, let's take an example. If you give a base of HB, okay, post that, if you use thumb, then what happens? The graphite or the charcoal sticks to the paper and it becomes difficult to remove or difficult to give highlight. So if you don't want the shading to stick or the graphite to stick to the paper, make sure that we use a brush and we use it gently, very gently. Okay, now look, if you look at this, I'm drawing the beard right now. I have used charcoal pencil. So for hair, eyebrow, mustache, beard, for any darker shades, whether I need a darker shade, I use charcoal pencil wherever it is required, because graphite pencil, it shines. The most interesting part of this particular sketch was when I was drawing the neck. To be very honest, I did not expect that the neck would look so real. I think the shading would look so real, but when I started drawing it, I think the neck was the most interesting part of this entire sketch. The nerves of the neck look so real, look so beautiful. Along with that, the shirt. Now this shirt that I have drawn, it is of charcoal pencil. Okay. What I've done is I've given a base, and then I have used mono eraser wherever there's an highlight required. Okay, so that it gives you the shine, it gives you the shading appropriately. Okay, again, this is a base of charcoal pencil. Then I use paper stump so that the charcoal pencil is stick to the paper evenly, and that's how I've created Shahrukh. I hope you liked it. Next, I'm going to draw something else. Thank you so much. So now this is how it looks. Uh, I hope you enjoyed this sketch. Thank you so much for this, and have a great day.